Good evening everybody. Apologies for slightly later than normal planned. Hope everyone is doing well this fine evening. Let me just sort my windows out, they're all over the place. Click that one down and that one down. Good evening all, happy weekend, happy Friday. We have an Oreo upside down. Good evening Nobby and Mushy, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good week so far. Thanks for stopping by. Right, so we've got a lot to do in a short space of time, so we're going to have a look at the mailbox first and foremost, and let's jump straight in there, and then let's get this show on the road. Excuse me. Right, okay, so mailbox time. Let's have a look at what we've got so far. So we have, not too bad actually, it was looking a little sparse earlier. Got a few expires there on Pact Critical Strike. So this is since Wednesday. What do we have? Crusader Enchant, Sinister Combatants, Gear, Spice Snapper, Swampfish and Chips, Silkweave Satchels, Cold Tiramisu, Sinister Combatants Gear, Shirt, a bag. What's that? 1,000 gold for the bag? That's quite good. And what else do we have? Masterful Navigation down there at 711. Bacon Bits and Dado, how are you both? Thanks for stopping by. Happy Friday, one and all. Hope you're doing well. Just quickly running through the mailbox. So since Wednesday, we've got 29,000 gold. So it's not too bad for Samadan. Obviously, it seems to be less than it used to be a couple of months ago, but it's still ticking through okay by those standards. And then I think what we'll probably do is let's hop over the other characters and see how they're standing. Let me just check actually if Samadan's got any other expires coming up, just in case. Yeah, we've got a few things here that are about to expire, so let's just take those off. There's no point in those being on and expiring, so we'll take those. I've got another 34 seconds to do, so let's do a quick reload on that one. There we go. Hi, good evening, Nox. Hope you're doing well. 150 in Taylor in 15 minutes. Wow, that's brilliant, Dado. Doesn't take long with BFA, does it? It's just getting the rank 3s after that that can take a little bit longer. And so what we'll do, mailbox expires and cancels. We'll take those off. And then we'll do a relist on those. I wondered what that fishing noise was. I'd forgotten that I turned that on in TSM every time I finished the mailbox. Let's go select all groups and run a post scan. Orio's being tempted to come back. Come on Oreo, you can come back. He's just having some food at the moment. 3,600 deep sea satin help. Well, yeah, that's definitely a good idea. Having that much. Sherlock, good evening, fine sir. Good evening to you. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. All good here, just leveling a Death Knight. Goblin, maybe your next crafter. Got him on Alchemy and Engineering. Nice combo, I like it. Mugen RNG, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Alright, we're going to post this lot on. Run through this relatively quickly. See what we've done here. And then we'll jump over to Erfen and check on the gold on everyone. So what was that? 29,000 on Samadan. Let's see if Erfen's got any more sales in. You come to join us, Oreo. Let's just move that down there. There we go. How are you doing? There we go. Just lie down there. Okay, so what have we got on? Oh yes, we did have quite a lot of. I did a bit of a Bracer Super Shuffle earlier, but we do have Drums of Fury here. And then down the bottom here, we've got a whole load of coarse leather that has sold. A bit of everything there. And Sinister Combatants Waistguard as well. So that's actually 13,000 for Erfen, which is really nice. So we'll take those sales. So that takes us to about 33,000. And then we've got all this lot here, which I'm going to need to go and scrap. So how am I doing for bag space? 118 spare. Okay, so let's give that a go. Let's open up some of these, see how we get on. I probably need some spare space here, so I'll leave a little bit of space for that one. Can't quite spell that. Darian's 007. Thank you very much for the follow. You blocked EXP at 110 for your Demon Hunter, geared up to 225. So easy to farm now. Interesting. See, I hadn't thought about doing that. I've always figured with my characters I want to get them to 120 to give myself some more sort of flexibility when it comes to moving on from the professions. There we go. Inventory's full on that. We do need some space for scrapping though, so I'm going to have to put some things in the guild bank. Let's go and do that whilst I'm here. And then we'll get the rest on. Ah, Commander Bond, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you've been okay. Right, so we're going to pop this lot in. Calcified bone. Let's go reagent. We've got some space here. Let's deposit all reagents. We'll drop those in there. That'll be easy enough to deal with. And then we can come back and we'll go and start scrapping some of this lot. Ah, good evening, Rasheen. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I got your reso alert just before I started streaming, so I'll just give it a little replay there. There we go. Thank you, Rasheen, for your sub. Very much appreciated. Thank you for your support. Let's see some Oreos, Roots or Love, and thumbs up and chef's hat for Rasheen. Thank you very much. Doing very well, thank you very much. Had a really busy week, so nice to do a little bit of gold making just at the end. So let's see what we can do and start scrapping some of this lot whilst we're here. Been busy few months, but good, excellent. Good to hear, Commander Bond. Yeah, I've been very busy with work and family over the past few weeks, so it's been quite the juggling act. Tried to turn game music down and realised it was mine. Oh right, sorry Nox. Is it too loud? Do you want me to turn it down a bit? I'm just going to go through and scrap, get ourselves some mixed balsam, just mainly for the bracer shuffle and probably a bit for Samadan as well, I imagine. Oh, you don't usually have yours on, okay. Fair enough. We'll just run through this, then we'll go back to the mailbox and we'll pick up some more. Might as well do this whilst we're here. And then we need to jump over to Awakening, double check on his sales. I'm not sure he's had any from when I last looked, but you never know. Good evening, Sensors, how are you? How's your week been? Hope all has been good with you. Just going through and doing a little bit of scrapping. So far the mailboxes have been 29,000 on Samadan and about 14,000 on Erfen. So a good split between the two of them. It's nice to have more than one character that's bringing in the gold now. Sea Thrift, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. How have you been? How's your streaming going? And for those that don't know, shout out to both Sea Thrift and Sensors. Shout out Sea Thrift and shout out to Sensors Adventures. I've got to spell this right, and not forgetting bacon bits from earlier. Oh, API error. Sensors Adventures. Did I miss something off on that one? Sensors Adventures at API error. Okay, that didn't quite work. Oh, was it? There's another one. Hold on. It's got must type right. There we go. Okay, Sensors. That's okay. I got the Z wrong. Hold on. Let me just do this. Z's and S's. That's the trouble. Adventures There we go. There we go. And not forgetting bacon bits. Shout out bacon bits and their lovely doggos. Bacon bits. Oh, 7, 8. There we are. Done. Let's carry on scrapping. She's home and sleeping. Oh, how was the spaying, Bacon? Hope it all went well. Yeah, there was what was the other thing? I had getting super close to finishing 100 runs of a few dungeons. Excited for tonight. Excellent, Seasrift. Good to hear. I'm doing very well, thank you. I've been super busy, so it's been nice to be able to jump onto World of Warcraft every now and again. Oh, Daniel, I didn't see you spotting in there. Hope you're doing well. And Mr. Deadfellow, greetings, your beardness. It's going very well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. 9 months, that's amazing. Thank you very much for your support. Really do appreciate it. I see lots of emotes, Mr. Deadfellow. Thank you very much indeed. And Vikran, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. I feel I'm messing up the names. At least once a week you mess up and a raid by spelling it the name wrong. Yeah, that's very true. It did well, just very sleepy now. She was happy to see me and was wagging her tail when you picked her up. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, it's always a worrying time when they get any operation done on them. I remember with ours worrying about it. Well, you probably can't tell. I got a bit of a swipe from Cookie on the face yesterday night, and so she caught me just here. I got a scratch right on my face here, and down here on my nose. She was going for my hand, and then my face was just too close to her, and then she literally just turned and went whack straight over my face. But it's my own fault for putting my face too close to her while she was in a playful mood. Certainly learned my lesson. And that's why I'm scared of cats. Yeah, she's normally absolutely lovely, especially when anyone's got chicken around or things like that. But when she's in a scatty cat mood with her wild eyes and flicky tail, that's when I really should know to avoid her. Priest Holmes, how are you? How are you doing? And Nelson Gaming Show. Cats are evil. They certainly could be interpreted that way, but I would never think of them as evil. They are just natural killing machines. A lot of tiny scars from the kitten days. Yeah, I definitely remember them. They are super sharp. Always picture them ripping your Lucy dog's nose apart. Your doggy's the fool trying to play with them, or worse, rolling over onto her back when they hiss at her. Yeah, most likely. It has been known. Although our dog Bessie used to love one of our cats, they got on really well. They were best of pals. The cat we used to have, Whiskey, she would wait whilst I took Bessie for a walk, and then she'd come and meet us at the end of the walk. And then she'd lift her back paws, she'd go up on her back paws and she'd rub her face up against the dog. It was really sweet. Right, let's open up a load more. Sadly, both of those have passed on. Cats are your spirit animal. You interact on my terms. Yeah, I can relate to that. We took in Australia over the winter, christened him R2, and he's so soft you can cradle him upside down. So much so the race now registered him and showing him in June. Wow, amazing, Nobby. That's brilliant. Yeah, cats come in all sorts of different temperaments. I know I can tell the difference between, Oreo being super gentle giant but also a scaredy cat, and Cookie being slightly wilder, shall we say. Right, let's go and scrap all of this whilst we're here. We haven't got an Oreo on the camera at the moment anyway, so whilst we're scrapping, so we can see the extra bits of scrapping, let's do that. Now we can see everything come through. Natural killing machines, there's a reason not to like them. They do what they want. They're killing machines, have no problems telling you, and they do enjoy a belly scratch as long as it's a bad time for you. Evil masterminds, gotta love them. Oh, it doesn't help being allergic, Seathrift, definitely. Yeah. My wife's allergic to guinea pigs, but we still managed to have 5 of them at one point. Just couldn't really handle them as much as she'd like. Ah, Colin, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. You're allergic, still love them. I hope you're doing well. I'm just going through doing a little bit of scrapping at the moment because I had a whole load of bracers that I made earlier at lunchtime, so I figured it'd be a good time to just run through them. You're allergic to cats and dogs hasn't stopped you. I guess it all depends on the level of allergy. I mean, some people will be like super allergic and just can't go anywhere near them without sneezing, whereas other times you can maybe get a little bit more of a sort of a tolerance going. The bracer shuffle indeed. I try to do it just in small chunks. I don't want to do big massive sessions of doing the bracer shuffles because I think I would go crazy doing that. But doing it in small chunks definitely is helpful. Got 32 expulsum here, so that's going to be plenty enough for the moment. Yeah, breathing is kind of useful, so I can understand why you wouldn't want to get too close. Built up an immunity to your dogs, don't have to take your meds as much, but when you visit someone else's it bothers you. Yeah, I think that's the same with our animals. You used to have 2 cats when you were younger. The male was more like a dog, female cat was more like a cat type. I also got very jealous when I got a girlfriend and she was brought over to a pillow. First thing the female cat did was go straight for the pillow. Oh, right. A bit of a territorial marking then, I can imagine. An upset of the balance. Cousins have cats. He's very allergic, but he also a breed that doesn't have much fur. Oh, that's not a bad idea, actually. There are some dogs you can get, can't you, that are also good for allergies if you are allergic to them. Yeah, I can imagine, Rasheen. He's allergic to cats and dogs, but he's fine with his dog. Pretty bad reaction to the cat. Yeah, it all depends on the animal, doesn't it? Some more so than others, for whatever reason. Yeah, Portuguese water dog who doesn't shed. It's supposed to be great for people with allergies. Wow, that sounds awesome. I've never heard of that breed. Right, okay, scrapping done. 36 expulsum out of that lot. Now I could make that into some honourable bracers to finish off the shuffle, but first and foremost I could probably do doing a quick restock just in case there's anything I need to make. We're going to do spend a bit of time on Erfen today, I think. So let's just have a look at your auctions. They're all on. So let's look at what we would need to restock on. Restock selected groups. Okay, we've got a lot of sinister combatants here. Mail and leather and coarse leather. So let's start gathering this lot. Need bloodstained bones and coarse leather, so we'll take that from the guild bank. Should be easy enough to do. So I'm going to try and carry on and focus on one character per session and progress them a bit further each time. Corallin, thank you very much for the sub using your Prime. Very much appreciated. Welcome to the Samadan squad. Here's a whole bunch of emotes for you to use. Thank you very much indeed for your support. Really is appreciated. And welcome to the stream. We're just going through and restocking on Erfen at the moment, so I'll pick up our coarse leather and bloodstained bones. Everything else is collected, so this should be fairly easy to do. Let's just head on outside, and then we can craft up this lot. And where's our crafting? Okay, so lots of sinister gear. A potential profit here of 58,000 according to that. It all depends on what sells, so we'll see what random ones we get. So this is going to use up a fair amount of my expulsum that I just did create, so any spare left over from this I will use to make honourable bracers for Samadan to turn into veiled crystals. I think that's going to be the easiest method. And do random coarse leathers. No idea which ones we're going to get, but They do occasionally sell, so it's worth having at least one of each type on. So with that done, let's do a quick post of that. And auctioning, run a post scan. It's nice to have a good mix of both the sinister leather, mail and tailoring on at the moment. I'm quite pleased about that side of things. I just need blacksmithing now, really. Really do need to do more other professions. Still got my 110 boost, so I've got another character I can make. I would like to get the Awakening in Erfen up to 120, maybe before I do that, just so that I've got some more characters to get marks of honour with the brawls and things like that. We could even try some PvP with Erfen. I've got no idea how good he's going to be at kind of 111, but it's worth a go, and maybe even some a bit of skinning or something like that to get some XP. That might be a good idea. So we've done that, we've done the crafting. The other thing I was thinking of, we need to mail the honourable bracers. We need to make those first. So we can make 13 honourable combatants leather arm guards. That's usually my cheapest, yeah, 183 gold. So let's create all of those, 13 of those. Well, indirectly, you'll get the XP from doing the killing the monsters to then be able to skin them, if you see what I mean. So it's not directly from skinning. Sorry if I misled you on that one. It's not like herbalism. Getting up your leatherworking max 2. Sinister gear and drums. Definitely would recommend it, bow and arrow. I mean, if you look at the gold that Erfen has collected, 290,000 gold, which I think is pretty reasonable as a self-contained profession now, mainly on the leatherworking, and that's just mainly BFA leatherworking. I haven't really got much old world stuff going other than the Drums of Fury. Let me just double check my mailing group, because last time I did a send, it didn't go to the right person. It is sent to Samadan, so that's fine. Okay, so let's just go here and mail selected groups. Send that lot over. And then we've got some sinister stuff here that's not on. Did that miss the list, or is it actually not on the list? Let me have a look. There's no assigned operation for these. Okay, so let's just go through that. Go to our group. We need to add those on. So sinister leather cell. It's all mail actually, so we'll swap over to mail. Add those 3 in. Add 3 items. Then we'll have to do a reload on that, and then we'll pop that back in. What was that? Got me all excited. All right. For the blacksmithing is the most useful. All those 340 weapons are still selling for fine values. Yeah, I really want to do blacksmithing. Did I put them on? Not these sinister ones. They've just got to go on just in a minute. There we go. Now they're on the average crafting singles max. We'll run a post scan of those. Dad Freddy, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Had a busy week, so good to be doing some casual gold making just at the end. Stop procrastinating with that 110 boost. You can get 2 more professions. Exactly, Nelson. That is the plan. I definitely want to do it, and having another 2 professions would be useful. But I don't want to spread myself too thin in developing characters, because I've only got 3 main nights, streaming nights, to be able to progress certain characters, and I still want to keep Samadan ticking over as well. There's always something to do with someone. But yeah, it would be a good idea to get another 2 professions in the mix. Hey Circuit, how are you? We missed the first part of the stream whilst doing the Underrot. No worries, I started late tonight anyway, so I haven't been on for that long. Average 100k profit a day for the past 30 days. Wow, Rasheen, that is really cool. I really must get some blacksmithing done then. Last night I did a trial on 110 Alliance Priest. Love the story and how everything feels for Alliance. So now you're leveling a Priest from 1 on your new server. Oh, excellent. I do enjoy a Priest. It's been my main ever since I played World of Warcraft. Which is weird, because when I was playing EverQuest, I played a ranger, which would have thought I'd go for a hunter in World of Warcraft, but it didn't appeal at the time. Right, so we're done on that. We need to just quickly pop over to Awakening. We'll come back to Erfen, but I just want to check the mailbox for Awakening just in case we've had any sales. Right, let's have a quick look. Nope, got no sales, but there's not a lot of stuff here anyway, to be perfectly honest. Auction wise, there's just a few different potions from old world things and a few different transmoggy things. We had a couple of sales. We're at 19,000 gold on Awakening, so we do have a little bit of a capital to maybe bump into alchemy, but we want to do a bit more leveling up first because we're only just into, what is it, level 113 at the moment. But the main focus tonight is going to be Erfen, so let's pop back out and we'll go back to Erfen. I don't think El Morty's had anything. I've already checked him earlier today, so he should be fine. Well, I didn't get a banker tune, so I don't have to check so many mailboxes. It's never really appealed to me to have a single banker tune because I would always end up having to mail them straight to that character. I like the fact that each character has its own crafting operations and is, if at all possible, self-contained. You loved EverQuest 2. Did nothing but craft in that game though. I never played EverQuest 2. I went straight from EverQuest to EVE Online briefly and then straight into World of Warcraft. How often does it sell? You're having a lot of trouble selling anything. It takes way too long. Thinking of moving servers, but it's a huge investment. Yeah, it can be tricky deciding to move servers. Personally, for me, Sinister sales. I mean, let's take a look at my ledger. If we look in Sinister sell. No, let's try. Hold on. Revenue. Then we want Sinister. You can never see which one it is, which is kind of annoying. So we've got 4, 5, 5, 7, 10, 12, 21, 26. So every few days we're getting a Sinister Combatants mail sell. And then if we go to, let's try one up. That's the leather sales, that's a bit better. 5 days, 8 days, 12 days, 13 days, 14 days. There's a good patch of ones there. 18 days, another batch there. 24, so a decent amount, I'd say, ticking through. Not huge amounts, I mean, and not huge amounts of gold, but enough to just, there's good profit margins on these, like a couple of thousand each. So I'm really happy with the margins on those. You don't babysit, and you have 3 others that are undercutting almost straight away, so you gave up, not worth the effort. Yes, it can be tricky. For me, let's just put Ari's camera back on as he's come back, just see his feet. For me, I don't like the idea of babysitting all the time, because I'm not on that often. So for me, it's more of fire and forget. If I do end up getting the sales, then I'm happy with that. Before moving servers, evaluate why it doesn't sell well for you. Yes, it may not just be the server. That's a good point. You love EVE Online, but to really appreciate the game, you need some friends and a corporation. Yeah, I mean, I was in there in the very early games when it first got released, so there wasn't so much of all that political stuff, and it was just a nice kind of space game. This was before Elite Dangerous came out. Obviously, I'd love to play something like Elite Dangerous instead, I think, because I'm be more kind of up for that kind of single player game. You seem to make your gold with the contribution items. Yes, if you're ready to get up when they come online in the morning, like Mushy is, and then you go and post on the things and reset the markets on those, buy them when they're cheap and sell them when they're on a turn-in, you can certainly make a fair amount of gold. I've not got into it too much myself, because even though I am up that early, I don't always get the opportunity to go on in the morning. I'm usually just relisting my things as well. Rarely get undercut. You check every 2 hours, but then even bags take 4 days to sell. If you're lucky, 32 slot bags are too high at 17k. I don't think you want to wreck the market. Yeah, I think you mentioned that before, didn't you? I certainly wouldn't want to. The reset at 9 AM, most people are at work. Yes, getting up to play against you. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, for me, in the UK, I'm already at work by 7:30 in the morning, so there's definitely very little chance for me to do much other than a quick relist. Right, so what should we do here? I wonder if it's worth doing any PvP as a level 112 tank. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be outgeared because I'm only at level, what was that, 212. I was wondering about giving it a go. What can we do? We can't do a brawl anyway, but we could do a random battleground, see if we gain anything that way. And we also get XP for it as well. So let's try one. Must select at least one role. Oh yes, I need to be a tank, I guess. Random battleground. There we go. Going into destruction. Yeah, I've never played the other spec, so I think I'd be really bad at that. I'll try as a tank. You never know. I'm not sure what the queues will be like for that. But whilst I'm waiting for that, we then got various quests that I've been doing. Now, where's my main questing area been? I think it's been in Drustvar. So we have a couple of bits here. And we've got the Waycrest daughter over here. So maybe we need to start off here and then work our way across, because this is a good skinning area for me. So maybe let's do that. And we picked up all the flight paths as well, which is really cool. Now that we got Pathfinder Part 1 on Samadan, it's nice to have all these flight paths. It does make life a bit easier. So I'm going to go with this as a starting point. Good evening, Miss Juicy, how are you? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Nice relaxing time at the end of a very busy week. We've got Oreo by my side. We're flying over to Drustvar, see what we can do in terms of a few of these quests. Do a little bit of skinning, a little bit of levelling up. We might be able to get ourselves to level 113 actually. We're not too far off of it. At this rested XP. We've got, what have we got? Just nearly 4 bars of XP to do. Good evening, Stevie B. Hope you're doing well. Levelling Erfen tonight. Yes, we're definitely going to give him a little bit of extra love. Try and get everyone developed a little bit more. Maybe look at the leatherworking profession a little bit. See what else we could do. But at the main, we're going to just focus on a little bit of levelling. Maybe try a bit of PvP as well. Is it also beer night at your place? Gotta love a tipsy Oreo. Yes, we don't tend to have beer nights here. I've given up drinking alcohol, so if I do have something, it'll be non-alcoholic. So what have we got here? Bone needle and pristine quills. And where are those? Immaculate quill is over here. So let's start here. Oh, we've got this over here, so we might as well start this now. Let's just mash the buttons. Can I get that one in? There we go. Might as well get an extra one coming in. And just mash some buttons. Facing the wrong way, that doesn't really help. There we go. And we can do this one as well. Drustvar, you've done 428 out of 532 things so far. Wow, that's brilliant. Now we're going to storm something. Wow, 623. That seems loads. Right, oh, we can skin these as well, which is useful. Now skinning is really slow because I've got my crafting thing on. But the battle calls, so let's join the battle. See what we can do here. Got Got to stay hydrated during the massive gold farm. Absolutely, I've got myself some water here at the moment. Oh, we seem to be missing something at the moment. Let's see if I can just join in. Right. Where is all my teammates? Shift M, where's the map? Let's minimise that down. Let's go around this side, I think. Now, I'm not a healer. I've got to remember that. Oh, let's see if we can help out. I've got no idea how to PvP as a tank. What do I do? I guess I just run up to them and mash buttons. That could work. Oh, no, that's one done. Do I just stand still or do I just mash? I'm not sure what to do here. Let's try that. I guess we just keep running. I guess using the double mouse button is quite cool for this actually. I can move by pressing both mouse buttons down while smashing buttons. That keeps me in the right place. But obviously not when a whole load of horde come at the same time. Let's move out of the way a bit. There we go. That didn't quite work. Okay, that kind of worked. Chabdari, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. And Mantras, thank you very much for using your Prime. Let's see some lots of emotes. But Mantras, thank you very much for your support. Really do appreciate it. What else did I miss on thing? Double Infernal Strikes Money. If I'm a tank, get an orb. Okay, let's try that then. Because I've got quite good survivability, haven't I? And then get myself into the middle. Let's just try and avoid that person. Where are the orbs? They're in the middle at the moment, so we're not doing too well with that point. Where are all my teammates? We need to stay together. Oh, there's a couple there. Oh, someone's over there. Right, let's go and help out. Can I get the orb? Got silence, not sure if that helps or not. Right, where's an orb? We need an orb, there's an orb. Get an orby thing. Eon Flux, thank you very much for the follow. Is that an orb? No, that's something different. No, that is the orb. There we go. Now we need to just be inside somewhere. Here they come. Yeah, that's not going to help. Yep, I got killed quite quickly there. Okay, not a good idea to stand still and get killed. How much do I sleep? Not nearly as much as I should, if I'm totally honest. When you're getting attacked, double Infernal away. Okay, so which one's Infernal Strike? That's Immolation Aura, Soul Cleave, Fracture, Spirit Bomb. Infernal Strike, this one. Okay, leap through the air towards the targeted location. Okay, how are we doing over here? They've got everything over there in the middle, so they're winning quite comfortably. We're definitely a long way away from this. Alright, let's see if we can help out here. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons, that's why. Not a good idea. There we go. I didn't think we'd do very well on that one. There we go. Okay, let's leave that one. That was done. Paladin's really hard to kill, you realise when you're playing your ults. Yeah, they do seem to be. Right, Shift M, get rid of that, and that's done. And we're back in the game for this. So let's carry on with fighting. This is a lot easier with regular mobs. Okay. From what level do you earn marks of honor with PvP? I'm assuming that I'll get it at any level, but I may be wrong on that matter. In which case, that would be a shame. Right, I need to get some actual skinning gloves because these gloves are no good to me. Now let me just check, see if I've got any in my bags. I don't think I have. I must have used them up. So that's something to think about. Mantras, gifting a sub to Stevie B. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Didn't spot that one. That it was a gifted sub. Thank you, Moshi, for the reminder. Let's see, lots of Oreos, Dino Love, and Samadans and Chef's Hats. Thank you very much for that. What's the bag add-on? It's called Addy Bags. I have a command. Bags, I think it is. There we go. There's a link to it. And Nonny, 83. Thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Let's do a few of these whilst I'm here. I'm just mashing buttons at the moment. Yeah, it's very handy. You can configure it to all sorts of different setups. I like the fact that it condenses everything up and organises it because by my nature I'm not very good at organising things. There you go. The thing I like about doing Erfen as a tank is all this button mashing is quite easy. Okay, so let's carry on out of this, even though we would like to do some more of these. Objective wise we need to do bone needles, I think, next. It's the next area. It's over here, so let's just go around here. Ignore those. Bone needles are going to be in here somewhere, so let's just help out here. Invasive quill rats. And the extras over here. Let's just pull in these whilst we're here. Then we can get everyone in. There we go. There we go, I've got that sigil going. And then we can do everything else. That's where our Paladin and BFA also like the class a lot and aren't Azeroth gear depended as like some specs. Oh right, okay. Well, let's turn around this way, facing the wrong direction. Do a video on the setup of my of Addy bags. There's not a lot in terms of setup of Addy bags. It is literally pretty much the default settings. I haven't done a great deal to it, but it's a good idea, Caroline. I might do a video on that. Whilst I'm here, I'm going to skin all of these because this is what we need as a leather worker. There's a fair few of them. Is that all of it? Right, okay, so that's done. So map wise we need to just hand those in. Let's see what else, the Dartmoor Prowlers over there. Oh, this one, okay, yeah, I remember now. Yeah, let's go through all of this, complete the quest. Here come the riders. Okay, let that run through. We've got conflicting sounds going along here.
man's accused of witchcraft. We will not turn her over unless she is absolved of this crime.
This whole witchcraft thing's quite amusing.
No time to argue. If you refuse to stand aside, we'll take her by force.
You will do no such thing, Marshal. I order you to
Yes, it is 80. Good evening, Ian Flux. How are you? So that's inspiration to make gold. Really enjoy my videos. Now I was able to catch you online. Keep it up. Oh, thank you very much, Ian Flux. Very kind of you to say so. Right, did we get everything? Speak with Lucille Waycrest. There we go. I'm here to rescue you. Rescue? And do you plan on cutting down these villagers to free me as well? No, if you wish to help, you'll need to help me with the Marshal. While their accusations are misplaced, these are still my people, and I will not have them harmed to save me some discomfort. I will let them have their trial, and prove to them my innocence. However, I feel that the Marshal may take matters into his own hands, and I'm a bit tied up here. See if you can convince him to let this trial run its course.
The coven will pay.
We can certainly do that. So let's go through over here, speak to the Marshal. Where are you? Over here. That sounds like a Monty Python quote if ever I've heard one. You should read us a book one stream. I do, Corallin. At the end of usually on a Sunday stream, if I have the time, I've been reading the novella that comes from the collector's edition. And if you look on my old videos, it will always be titled with a bit of Samadan story time, and I'll have a time code onto it at the end. You can see them all on my all the back catalogue on YouTube. Once I've read the whole thing, then I'll collate all the videos together into one story time big video. Dark Law, that witch trial thing in Warcraft, they are real, so but still, yeah, very much so. So, Lady Waycrest has asked that you convince me to let her stand trial. I think she underestimates the danger of this situation. Complete quest. So, the woods have eyes. I won't read all this one. And ambush, because this is just kind of filler quests. So we'll go and do these, and hopefully we'll also get a little bit of... What have we got to do? Watch all ravens look like they're in here. Watch all ravens slain. So we'll just join these in. There's one up there. Let's see if we can pull that in. Oh, look at that. Sinister Combatants leather leggings of the Peerless sold for 6,000 gold. Fantastic. It's going to be a bit of a strange video because it's done over such a long period of time. I'll be at various voices and what have you at the same time. Darkmoor Prowlers. Okay, where are you? We're all over here. Okay, so let's join in over here. Grab you, and that's one for luck. And then we can get everyone in one place. Whoops, oops. Sorry, Scorpio. Just giving you a reply. There we go. And then just go through all of that, button mash my way through this, and we're on for a winner. There we go. How was the mailbox day? Hey Arthurs, how are you? Mailbox was good. We had, what was it, 29,000 on Samadan and about 14,000 on Erfen. So 34,000 since Wednesday night. So not too bad. We've also just sold something for 6,000, so that's a good start as well. Brits, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well this evening. Just running through, doing a little bit of levelling at the moment on Erfen, trying to get him up to level 113. Also getting our skinning increased up to level 125, and also progressing a little bit of the quests. Let's help out with these. Do these whilst I'm here. As they're here, and we'll get a couple more kills at the same time. And if they're a skinner, I'll let them do that. If they're not, then I shall carry on skinning these. Which is very kind of them. There we go. I was going out today, but then the heavens opened, heavy rain and thunder. Ouch! Oh, we've got something here to do. Place traps. Let's do that. 6 of those, so we'll find these trap spaces. We'll do these at the same times. Yeah, there's a big storm coming in the southwest of the UK tonight. Lots of high winds, so everyone batten down the hatches, as it were. Where are the rest of these traps? Must be around here somewhere. There's one. Also a sleeping prowler. Let's just avoid that one. Go on our tippy toes. And avoid that one. And then there's another one just around here. And we can do these quite quickly. There we go. And then we can hand these in. Can be adjusted. Yeah, we can put it a bit further over. There we go. He's rolled over for you as well. Yeah, I'll have it tomorrow or the day after, I guess. Yeah, I think it might make its way north. Attempt to install WoW and that stuff again, but then thought, why, your new PC might get fixed soon. I hope so, Arthurs, I really do. He rewards us, yeah, definitely does. Right, let's go back to the next part of this quest. Right, okay, so the woods have eyes, hand that one in. But that's right, fragment, and in case of ambush we did that one.
Let's just hope that these villagers truly mean no harm to the Lady Waycrest.
Okay.
Constable, you may continue this trial.
Continue the trial.
Let's get on with it. Has Miss Waycrest determined how she...
I'll let this run its course and then I'll go through this next bit. Oh, did I miss those? I can't quite see what those image links are. That's strange. They don't seem to be showing on my other one, but they're working on this one. I haven't clicked on those ones. Just very windy here and really dark, so it's going to storm, but it didn't. Sad, you love storms. I used to love when I was living by the sea, watching storms out at sea. It was amazing to watch them. Just came through to thunder and big downpour. Wow, okay.
What is your business with
Okay, trial by superstition. Witchcraft has long lived in the superstitions of the people here. It is only recently that some of these superstitions have become reality. According to tradition, one who is tried for witchcraft is allowed to choose the means by which they are tested from among the requests of her peers. The villagers here no doubt have some strange beliefs of what witches can and cannot do. Speak with them and see what we can do to prove my innocence.
Keep your sails true.
There we are. I love storms. Got a profession question, Specker? By all means, fire away. I'm just going to speak to these villagers. As far as you know, only enchanting, inscription, and alchemy need reputation for recipes, right? The BFA professions. I don't know. Let's have a look at leatherworking. So leatherworking, Kultiran leatherworking, we've got the honourable combatants here, which needs the marks of honour, and we've got all honourable combatants here. Sinister and mid-scale knuckles, if we wanted to do these, needs Proudmoore Admiralty, and a recurve bow needs Order of Embers. And then is there anything unlearned I haven't learnt yet? Under Kultiran, there's quite a lot of things I haven't got here. Discovery through enhanced Tempest leggings. Interesting. Imbued Tempest leggings. I didn't even realise that. And then I've got some stuff that I haven't even picked up here. Is this new? I haven't looked at these before. Are they worth doing? Binds when picked up. Okay, so you can't sell these. Okay. But it might be really handy for me once I've leveled up, needing level 120 for these. We might have to come back to these. Yeah, I like that. Almost drowned last summer because of high waves, and you were trapped. Oh, that doesn't sound good, Vikram. Glad you made it. She's turning me into a newt. That's what I always think when I do that chain. Fisticuffs, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. It's been a long time. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. I hope you're doing well. And we're just going to talk to these villagers whilst we're here. How can you prove someone's not a witch? I'm not sure. There's a rumour that a witch could never sick up since their belly is constantly emptied by the dark spirits. Okay. Few items in all professions that need reputation. Most of the things equal to sinister gear though in armour crafting. There you go. There's a very complete answer from Rasheen. Thank you, Rasheen.
Don't get many travelers here.
Reputation heavy professions, alchemy and enchanting. So we're going to have a look at that, because obviously I'm not going to read all of these for the minute. Just going to let these come through. Because alchemy is on Awakening, so we're going to have to make sure that Awakening can get leveled up with some reputation gains. Let's do all of that. Everyone's questioned, and then we can go through and do the things that we need to do to get this gone. Okay, that leaves us with 3 tests. Pungent solution, once bitten, twice shy, and harmful if swallowed. I'll accept those. Accept that one. This has always gone a bit weird since I've moved the windows over. Let's see if we can get this correct. And then the last one, once bitten, twice shy. There we go. Okay. So with those done, reason why you asked, you got tailoring, enchanting, leatherworking, and inscription on 2 characters that either have all rep revered or exalted. Have you switched one for alchemy to be able to buy the recipes? It depends on how invested you are in those ones, I guess. If there's one that you could feasibly drop, that could be doable. Check for rare recipes or any profitable recipes you have in your old professions and former expansions. Yeah, I mean, how long have you had the professions? I would always be reluctant to change and switch something over. And what do we need to do over here? Bug catching jar.
You mind your business, and I'll
So
mind
worried
mine.
about my niece. The bug catching jar must be here. There we go. We've got that. And then we'll head on over here. Like friend that dropped alchemy when he had the vile recipe. Ouch. That's a very tricky one. Okay, let's collect up some of these. Collect up the bugs. Loads of these. And we also need a juicy onion. What's this? There's a lot of stuff for skinning here. Someone's been killing a few of these, so we might as well make use of them whilst we're here. This is 110 boost, no more recipes. Okay, fair enough. You might as well collect the corpses whilst we're here, and the insects. It looks like we might have to deal. They're all respawning now anyway, so I might have to get myself over this way. Let's take that one for the moment. There we go. And then we can skin that one at the same time. And also collect up the bugs on this side. And then where's the juicy onion from? Harmful if swallowed. Collect 5 intact venom glands from the sorrelisks at Hangman's Point. Oh right, we need to actually get them from here as well anyway. Oh okay. Might as well carry on here as we're here. There we are. But blacksmithing, no rep and good profit, right? These are all alliance quests. Yes, that's right, Fisticuffs. This is fairly. This is all in Drustvar area. Harmful if swallowed. Let's have a look. Let's see what goes on here. And a few items need rep or lower sell rate than sinister gear. Yeah, so it's quite good actually. The profession is not needing so much reputation. Oh, I've got one intact venom gland. Okay, that's good. Let's carry on. Let's get a few whilst we're here. Do that one. There we go. Then we can position ourselves here. There we go, that was quite easy. Run through those and then collect some more. I think your level lights to 120, so it's all new to me. It's always good to see the other side. I'd love to do the opposite and do the horde side as well. That's on my list of things I'd love to do. Obviously, time permitting. Where's all the things gone? That's weird. Eerily quiet. Alright, let's see if we can get one from the shallows and pop ourselves back outside. Let's get another one, and then let's get those over there if we can. There we go, then we're on to land, and we can do all of them whilst we're here. And Henkis, thank you very much for the follow. Hope you're doing well. Just running through and doing a little bit of questing on Erfen, trying to get ourselves to level 113. Interesting, what's the spell rotation I have there? I forget the names of some of the add-ons I used to use. For me, spell rotations I'm doing is I've got 5 buttons that I literally mash without even looking at which ones I'm pressing. So I'm literally just pressing them all and hoping for the best. And this add-on down here, Hekili, tells me which order I really should be pressing them in, which is very handy. Let's go through and skin these. From someone who's done both sides, you do think your light side quests are 1,000,000 times better along with the zones. Really? Okay, that's interesting. Hekili, it's called, let me show you, add-ons bar. Add-ons. It's this one here, Hekili, and it just shows you a little helper thing. It's this little window down here at the bottom that just, it's good for both Awakening and Erfen. I might get Awakening over to a tank spec just so I can do the same kind of button mashing. Oh, hey, right one too. How are you? Thanks for stopping by. Love the Oreo mate. Yeah, he's not around at the moment. He's disappeared. But thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. Ready for the weekend. Alright, got some Miscale here. That's good. Alright, we still need some more of these Soralisks. So we'll get a couple here. Start with those. Oh, here comes Oreo back. There you go, turn your background, Oreo. Oh, we're in the middle. Oh, no, we're. Sorry, in the wrong thing there. Right, buttons, mashing. Here we go. Good evening, Miles Bear. How are you? There we go, that's done. That's done. Use WoW lazy macros for leveling. Learn the rotation after you hit 100. It's not a bad idea. I don't know what that does, but it does sound useful. I'll have to look into that one. Okay, we've got our intact venom glands. And we just need a juicy onion. There's also a fishing spot over here. What have we got? Frenzied Fangtooth. What do you get in Frenzied Fangtooth? Where's my fishing icon? Oh, we're not a fisherman on Earth, and I forget, it's Awakening that's the fisherman. Oh well, there we are. Hey, Krogmer, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Glad you're enjoying the stream. We just need a juicy onion. That's over this way. Let's go do that one. Whilst we're here. It's one button macro that someone has put together for your class. Oh, right, okay. And how does it do, like, it just does the different things, does it? Okay, I've got another quest over here. Lots of things, invasive quill balls over here. But where's the actual quest? There it is. That's what I want. Let's pick this up whilst I'm here. So I seem to have collected all the things. So let's just run through that now. And hope I don't die. Should be okay. Let's concentrate a little bit on my button mashing and do what Hikili says. 3, 1, 3, Q, 5, 2, 3, E. Yeah, that seems to be alright. I'm going through them all fairly decent manner. There we go. Now can we skin these? We can indeed. Even better. I really need to get my skinning enchant though, because this is way too slow. But I'm usually got it on the crafting enchant. But I need a second pair of gloves that I can use for skinning. I did have a pair of coarse leather gloves, but then I must have scrapped them by mistake. Right, let's just do this. There we are. And what did I miss there? It goes through a rotation. Oh, right. Really good to use them for raiding when you do. Oh, right, okay. Gnome sequence. All right. Goes through rotation. Please read us some more quests. It's like bedtime story while playing. Wow. No problem, Specker. If we have some more quests, I'll certainly read them. Use it as well. You should get a bit of RSI, so it helped me a bit with that. Oh, right, okay. That's good to know. Or Dark Moon Firewater. Does Dark Moon Firewater work even at this level? I haven't got any on me, unfortunately. There we go. So those are done. We can collect that, complete that quest. Oh, there we go. Level 113. Fantastic. That didn't take too long. Let's get these onions whilst we're here. Shriveled onion. How many onions does it take to get a juicy onion? Ah, not too many, it would seem. Okay, everything done here. So we can go and hand all this lot back in. Let's go and do this. Work our way through the prowlers and the ravens. And then we can come back and do this one. It's not optimal rotation, but it does work. Okay, brilliant. Loot add-on, speed up looting. It looks painful. Is there a loot add-on that I can do? What would a loot add-on do? Like automatically loot for me? Doesn't seem too bad just to click on things. I'm sorry, you seem to have been put in the middle of this. These really are good people, but times have been trying of late. Harmful if swallowed. Okay. Is the deed done? Good. This toxin should have the desired effect. I can't believe I'm going to go through this. Okay. Let's close that down.
A steady tiller prevails.
Are we going to do it? Oh, I think we have to do them all, actually. There's the onion. And great, you found one. I was worried there wouldn't be much left growing. And then we've got this one. That flies round to bite. Okay, so the burden of proof. I think we have everything we need to conduct 3 of the villagers' tests. Let us hope this is enough to convince them. I'm sure Constable Framer is chomping at the bit to proceed with this trial, and I would prefer it if you were the one to administer the tests. I may not know you well, but I trust you farther than the constable. Speak with him when you are ready to begin. And do me a favour, make this quick. Okay, we also get some gloves. Oh, excellent. We can enchant these gloves. That's going to be useful. There we go. Okay, what did I miss in the chat? Loot add-ons break TSM. Oh, do they? Okay. Fast looting just makes loot window go away fast. Okay. Letrix Plus is what you use. You just have to check the settings because it will auto pick up and turn in quests as well. Oh, right. Don't necessarily want that either. No worries, Specker. That's what we're here for. What zone is best for Alliance at level 110 to 120 lore-wise? You ain't Horde, but your Alliance mate's 111 now, and not sure where to level to get the best experience of the lore. Well, do all of them would be my first suggestion. I did, as Samadan, I did Stormsong Valley first, simply because I like the sound of it. Then I went down to Tiergard and did Drustvar last. I guess you could probably do, it doesn't really matter which way you do them. Maybe do Drustvar first if you like the creepy atmosphere. Just go with whatever you think is fun. Good evening, Seahorse. Questing for rep. We're just questing for leveling at the moment. We're just into level 113 at the moment. Loot has fun, make you loot faster. Doesn't loot for you. For the average player, it doesn't have that big of an impact. It's used for farmers and multi-boxes to loot faster. Okay, right. 205 quests to do in Drustvar. Should get you to 115 already, which is pretty decent actually. Few loot add-ons that interfere with TSM disenchanting window. Oh yes, of course. I don't want to cause too much conflict on that front either. God, there's loads of chat going on. Let me just quickly scroll through this. The mobs are dense in Drustvar, so you're strongest at 111. Just you love the witch hunt. 2 or 3 of them actually break TSM disenchant, others are other. Okay. Because Horde you didn't really enjoy Nazmir. Yeah, I mean I enjoyed all of the zones on the Alliance side. I leveled your Alchemist Inscription, but need Revered on all factions for the rank 3s. Ouch. Yeah, Seahorse, I did hear Alchemy does need a lot of reputation. Okay, so let's go through. We're ready to begin the trial.
Finally, I've important work to do. Finally, the trial can commence. As is customary, the Lady Waycrest has chosen the tests she will undergo to prove
Literally
her
doing all the
innocence
quests.
of the accused crime of witchcraft. She has selected this mainlander to administer the tests. An unusual choice, but as a show of
Well, it explains.
will allow it. The first test
Had to
will be
chase
the
your bin down the road. Oh no, not.
Let it be known that Miss Waycrest shed not
It's not a bonus, but it's your 6th ult. Wow, okay. Stormsong Valley has 282 quests. That's not too bad. It's a bit more spread out, isn't it? Reputation gains from world quests increases.
Go ahead, mainlander.
That's the one you were talking about, isn't it? The bonus one. Right, okay, so gut onions. Oh, cut onions.
She's crying? Witches can't do that, can
She's
they?
crying.
Calm down, calm down. There may still be trickery afoot.
Luck, it was empty this morning, no mess. Oh, even better.
With the trial.
I think Rep Guide is bound for alchemy. Let me introduce you to Silas, the new fancy tools of the trade for alchemy. Yes. Into a time-gated crafting profession every day, or, if you're unlucky and don't get the buff, every second day. I have heard about Silas regime between you and Sensors. You said the word, yes, exactly. So, I'm looking forward to it on Awakening when I get there. It's going to be a little while before I get there, though. Do I change a lot of my material prices? So I have accuracy. Most of my material prices are based through TSM's default strings like average buy and DB market prices, so they adapt themselves as they go through. Oh, good evening, Nate. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. Sorry, I haven't added you in yet. I must pick out your details and get them on.
Oh, that stings.
Bugs don't seem to be avoiding her.
All you ever get is the healing one from Silas. Oh, right, okay.
But hardly can
Stayed awake with your head almost on the keyboard. All right, trying to get Silas.
purging of
Oh.
the viscera.
The purging.
It is well
Okay.
known that a witch's power is fueled not by food, but by consuming the soul.
Let's get ready for a screenshot on this one.
Her insides are an empty husk. Are you prepared to prove otherwise, Miss Waycrest?
Indeed, I shall. The venom, mainlander.
Okay, there we go.
Oh, I don't feel so.
She got sick. That's impossible.
Maybe she's not.
Delightful.
But what of our village?
Quiet! I will be the one passing judgment
There
here.
we go.
I remain unconvinced. This still does not explain the happenings at Fletcher's Hollow.
What? After all I just went through.
Let's have some words with some people. Just glad to be alive when the real man flu. You've had real man flu since Monday. Ouch, Seahorse. Sorry to hear that.
Ask another favor.
Right, okay, so I'm assuming may truly be in your hands. So we would like the gloves, because we're going to use those. Even though that's a really good cloak compared to the cloak I'm currently wearing, I'd really like these gloves, so I've got something different than coarse leather to enchant with. So I'm going to go with these. An odds choice, I know. It's obvious the constable won't be swayed until we discover what happened at Fletcher's Hollow. I know very little myself, only that the village has been overrun by monstrous creatures. I must ask you travel there in my stead, and try to uncover what befell the village. I'm sure Marshal Reed will prevent the constable from harming me while you're away. Do this for me, and I will help you as I can. Okay, we can do that. There we go. Nuts for squirrels, not angry gold makers. Right, so we need to go to Timbered Strand in Drustvar, which is down here. So following the quest line and the breadcrumb trail. So where are we at? Oh wow, it's at the time already. I'm not going to do that bit next. I'm going to leave it at that. But what we will do is have a look at our spoils so far, now that we're at level 113. So I guess let's head back to Boralis from here and then see what we can get done. Let's have a look at leatherworking, see what state it's in. Words are your best weapons, absolutely. Much better. Okay, so we've got a few things here we could probably just sell straight here. I imagine I've got a fair amount of junk in here. Let's just run through this. I could use TSN for it, but as we've got the window open, we'll just do these relatively quickly. And then the Banisher gloves, I'd like to put a skinning enchant on those. That's plate greaves, we don't need those. Are they bind when equipped? 204. Could probably scrap those, I imagine. And the rod, the wand, binds when equipped, currently has a market value of 3,700 according to that. Vendor sell price is quite nice at 72 gold though. And at level 204 I don't think that's really going to sell. We could disenchant it, but only get 38 gold worth of gloom dust from it. So I think my best chance for this is actually to vendor sell that one. So I'm going to do that whilst we're here. And that vendor sell is 39, which is very close to the disenchant price. So I think I'm also going to vendor that one as well.
Stop by anytime.
We could have scrapped them for a chance of an expulsum, but sometimes it's just as much fun just to sell them. Currently your highest steady gold income. Excellent. That's the thing though, is what else do we do with leatherworking? Because at the moment we've only really got Sinister Gear and Drums of Fury and the odd coarse leather barding and hand-in item going. I'm sure there's more we can do with leatherworking, especially in terms of like old world stuff maybe. I mean, we have got a fair amount in the Legion patterns. Draenors, we've got Pandaria, we've got a fair amount. Well, we did try this crafted stuff for a while, that never sold. We didn't have much luck with that. Cataclysm stuff I'm not so sure on. Northrend, there's a load of stuff here we could maybe make. But in terms of sale rate and patterns, I have no idea on that one. Battlecraft 700 bracers, scrap them all for expulsum. You want to have the end results. I should be alright at the moment, Bandy Streaming. I think we've got a good set of results, but thank you for the offer nonetheless. Vendor it, you need your money now. Yes, definitely. Do the armour enchants. Okay. Any tips what to do with Umbra shards? You've got like 2k lying around doing nothing. Yes, that's a common problem with the Bracer Shuffle spec. Sometimes people have cut their losses on it, and done the Umbra Shatter to get the gloom dust out of it. Or the other thing you could do is there's a wand you can make that uses up a fair amount of it, and you'll get expulsum that way. It's not very cost effective, but there's a couple of things. They sell for 10k each and cost coppers to make. Right. Just check with Q, he's not logging off soon. Okay, so I can give him a host, definitely. Thank you, Mushy. So just looking and sort of thinking of ideas what we could do here. So the armor things you were talking about. Let me have a look, Seahorse. Where's the nearest one? Weapons wise, these are looking quite decent, but the sale rate isn't great, so I don't think those have sold so well. And I've not done much else on this one. Rang Horn, conversions, aqueous reskinning. What's this? Amber, tanning oil. That turns one into a tidal core into a hydra core. And the Breath of Bonsamdi into Sanguicell. Okay. Don't think I'll be needing that for a while. Amber, Rallying Horn. These are follower equipment, aren't they? Equip a champion with that. And then in terms of... This is all Legion, Dread Leather, Graven Scale, Riding Harness, Leather Pet Bed. That looks like it could be interesting. As this toy to your toy box, 2,500. Just cost me in Fellhide. My mat cost for Fellhide is currently at 103, which is market value. That could be possible, although Fellhide is relatively tricky to get hold of these days, I imagine. So, and then we just need Stonehide leather for that. Currently purchase price is really low though. That's probably throwing my prices a little bit. We need 50 of it, which is loads. So that may not be as good of a deal as it looks from looking at that. And then going further down to Draenor, we have... There's the armor enhancers. Are these... No, that's upgrading the ones into different types. Where's the actual... Is it the reinforcements? Draconic leg. Leg reinforcements, these ones. Shadow leather leg armor. Angerhide leg armor. Okay. What am I missing those? Let me just have a look. Shadow leather. Yeah, don't look like I have. Let me have a look. Is it in my unlearned? Shadow leather leg armor is Pandaria. We need Golden Lotus Honored for that. And you need Magnificent Hide and Spirit of Harmony. And it looks like it's got a min buyout of 4,800. Seems pretty reasonable looking at that. And the other one... Search for Stonehide leather and Storm Scale. If you can buy under 2 gold, you can vendor flip the pants. Yeah, so Stonehide is quite expensive, actually, from looking at it. And what was the other one whilst I'm on here? Angerhide. Let's have a look at Angerhide. Angerhide, yeah. Both of these are unlearned. So we need Golden Lotus Honoured to be able to do these. So that's something to think about for that one. And that one is currently 4,900. Again, using Magnificent Hide and Spirit of Harmony. So let's put that on the list of things to do. I need a pen and paper. Actually, I'll look back on the stream. That'll remind me which ones to do for that one. So we'll look into that a bit later. And the other one was looking for Stonehide leather and Storm Scale, as Nate was suggesting. So let's have a look at this. And let's go into our shopping and Stonehide. I'm not sure if we've got any on here, so let's have a look. Let's have a look what's in the stonehide leather. Oh, that is actually quite good. There is some stonehide here, 2 stacks of 200 for 87 silver. I'll definitely buy those. And is that the other one? There it is. And the other one was storm scale. Storm scale currently at 3 gold 16. We'll do a slash exact. That'll be easier, and we can just see the storm scale. So currently at 3 16, 3 17. Make sure you have 3 stars of what you craft. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I do have those. We'll have a look at those. Golden Notice Honoured, easily obtained by Warbringer farming in Mr. Paradare. Could do it with chat even, and server hop each other, especially if you already have a character revered. You can buy a token that increases rep gains on all your alts. Okay. For that faction, the Warbringers drop not just rep tokens but also mounts, so it would be nice for everyone involved. Okay, Rasheen, that sounds interesting. I won't do that tonight, obviously, but that's something to look into. Thank you, Mushy, for the reminder. Yeah, we are over time. Shift click the item does the exact automatically. Oh, really? So if we did storm scale like this, and then we want to say, oh, we just want to look at storm scale. If I shift click it, it does the exact. Ah, thank you, Specker. Nice little handy tip there. I know shift clicking on something when it's in your bags brings it up. That's very handy just for filtering things out. Thank you for that, Hit. Right, we've had loads of really good suggestions here tonight. Unfortunately, I can't act on any of them tonight, but they're going to be good research points for me to look into and see what we can do, and then we'll come up with some plans as to what we can do next with leatherworking. But in the short time that I've been on, we've been able to at least get ourselves up to level 113, which is really cool. And we also did a fair amount of skinning. What did we get skinning-wise in the end? In our leatherworking, we got meaty haunch, a little bit of that, stringy loins, thick paleo steak, a little bit of calcified bone, fair amount of coarse leather there, 39, and 42 shimmer scale, so that's not too bad, and 44 bloodstained bones. How much is that all worth? 44 gold, 311 gold, and 139 gold. They're not massive amounts, but that's time saved and money saved. And then we need to remember to do our enchant on this. So we've still got lots of stuff to do with Erfen. Also doesn't require the stuff from the Shard Rifle. So, oh, I've missed out loads on the chat. Hold on, I'll do that one. You're now 900 euros poorer. What have you just bought, Arthurs? I hope it was a good thing. Right, I think I'm going to finish it up there, even though I haven't been on for as long as I would have liked. I did start late, so it was a very brief stream tonight, but we did get some stuff done. So, as Mushy says, Kuhn's still on. Let's just move this over this side. We'll have a look, and we'll send some love his way. There we go. So let's just keep that one on. And I'll get the host set up. Kuhn is doing all the things. Literally all the things. You bought a 7-string Snowfall Les Paul custom. Can't wait for it to arrive. Oh, fantastic. I'm not a musician myself, but I know someone who has a Les Paul himself. One of my friends at work, and so he tells me all about his guitar stuff. Break his stream earlier, had to get his AC repaired. Oh, right. Doesn't sound good. Well, glad he's back, and we can at least send him a nice, friendly host. So I want to say, first of all, thank you everyone for hanging out in chat tonight. Really do appreciate you stopping by. My next stream is going to be on Sunday night, fate willing and everything like that. So we'll probably get a good chunk of time, hopefully, and maybe even get a little bit of Samadan story time in there, because I haven't done that in a while. And hopefully I'll record a video this weekend as well. Let's see how time goes. I'll probably do an update to that Bracer Super Shuffle that I talked about in the last stream, and just give that a wrap up and maybe get that uploaded as well. So lots to do, lots to look forward to. Thank you everyone. We're going to send a host over to Kuhn, so have a great weekend everyone. I hope you all make up lots of gold, and I'll see you next time. So until next time, good night, and from me and Oreo, farewell.